Hey guys, welcome back to the drawing stream. Pardon me. If you can hear me over on Facebook or on YouTube Live, I would appreciate letting me know. So we're going to continue here. And I've got this Mars Violet that I started putting down over on the shirt, over on this side. Just getting a base coat layer down here. And then I'm going to move that over to this side and get all of this base coat in here. This is slightly different than how I often will work because I'm not really doing a grisaille method too much with this part. And the reason for that is it's a large area that I just want to get a base tint inside here. And then after we tint the surface, and this surface that I'm working on, this paper pastel mat, has that unique property where you can go in there and just tint the surface. Then I'll come back in there and look for shadows. So that's what I'm talking about with the grisaille method. We're looking for shadows primarily, and building up the values, dark values first, gravitating towards lighter values. So if you're able to hear me out there on YouTube Live, I would appreciate a sound check. And if you're over on Facebook, same thing. If you can give me a sound check, let me know you're able to hear me. That would be awesome. I appreciate that. We completed our first day of the workshop today. That was a lot of fun. Hey, Ramona, thank you. Appreciate that. Ramona's out there on Facebook Live. So that was a lot of fun. And so we've got 1 down, 3 to go. So much that we're covering in just a short amount of time. But I think it'll be a lot of fun. Okay, that should be enough there. Oh, thank you, Ramona. Means a lot coming from you. Ramona has been a long time student and friend and fellow artist. So she's known me for a long, long time. What did I do with my solvent? Anybody seen my solvent? Tell me if you've seen. Oh, here it is. Usually, if I can't find something, it's because I put it up. Well, it looks like my camera is out of focus there. What goes on with that webcam sometimes? Sure. So weird. Oh, thank you, Rosina. Well, we'll take that camera off, I guess. I don't know why it's doing that. Once in a while, it will just not get the focus. Let me play with it for a second. Oh, Pam, that's too bad. Well, look, Pam, I probably will have the video file up there tonight, okay? So you can watch the recording. So I'm sorry you missed part of it. Okay. A little bit of solvent on here. Now I'm going up pretty high on the shirt over here because this will run down. It will bleed down. I just don't want to get solvent on this hand. It doesn't take much. A little goes a long way. Oh, you're welcome, Pam. Yeah, that'll be great. You can review it before tomorrow. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Zoom though. Sometimes it will do that. Have a video available right away. Other times it will take hours and hours. So not sure why it does that. Okay, running out of solvent on the surface down here in this lower spot. So I'll go ahead and grab a little bit more. Not a lot. I don't need a lot. Start over here first. And I'll gravitate down this way. This bottle was accidentally lying there on its side. And apparently I didn't close the bottle all the way, close the cap all the way. So can you imagine what happened? You're right. It started leaking. And this stuff, when that solvent leaks, it's just such a mess. Just leaks everywhere. I was noticing as I was holding the bottle, there's something on my hand. Well, that's what it is. I can't stand that. Ugh. Hate for my hands to get messy anyway, but with solvent, it's even worse. Okay. Let's see. Ugh. Just hate that. All right, let's see how that camera is doing. See if it's doing any better. Ah, there we go. We are back. Okay. Now, I can still use my Mars Violet. Now, some of this brown up here, well, I'm calling it brown. It's really not brown. It's bark. It has a purplish tint to it. Will come down just a little bit right here from where we have it right now. And I'm going to cover some of this even more than what it is later on. Got a little bit of a light leak right inside here. Some of the folds of the fabric will be a lot of fun. So I want to grab some of the angles that I'm seeing and just sort of suggest where some of those might be. This one over here is a fun one. If you don't have any folds on a fabric, then it's difficult to tell, what's going on. It's very difficult to tell that you have a fabric that you're depicting. So thank you, Nancy, over on YouTube Live. Appreciate that. Okay. So when I start now to add some of those vertical lines and I get them kind of set where I want them to be, now I can start doing my grisaille kind of method right in here. So I can move away from that value edge right there, and I can fade that away. So what do I mean by that? I've got a stronger or darker value right here at this edge. And then as I move away from that edge, I am creating a softer value or a less intense value of this same pencil color, right? So that results in a dark value right here, a lighter value over there. So I'm tapering that. I'm creating a gradation when I do that. Alberto, thanks for joining us over on YouTube Live. Good to have you out here as well. All right. Now, when you use solvent, especially on surfaces that are very soft, you have a very soft tooth, then you're protecting that tooth for a longer period of time when you do that. Oh, okay. Okay, Deborah. I kind of wondered because I looked at the last name there. Well, good to have you over here, Deborah. Um, long time no see. We were just talking about the workshop for a second. Oh no. It's awful when the iPad is not working. Okay, this is a soft transition, but tapered very fast on the other side of that edge. Here we go. Yeah, I agree, Deborah. It was too short. Um, so that, yeah, that's something that we're spreading it out, right, over several days. So hopefully by the time we're done, we won't feel like it was too short. I think we still will, though, actually. So, Rosina, you're asking how many sets of color do you use in a month of drawings if you draw every day? Oh, I love trivia questions. I don't know. I give up. If you're asking me, then I don't know because I don't keep track of it. But do you, yeah, I don't know for sure, Rosina, because I don't really keep track of it. And I take my pencils and I just dump them all, the same colors in the same bin because I organize them in bins. And so I hardly know when I run out of one. They just start becoming little nubs like that, and and then eventually they get so tiny that lately I've been doing that with them, and then they go away, they disappear, they get banished somewhere to somewhere, and I never see them again. No, I've got them in a little tiny box, actually, little wooden box, really. Some. What about you, Rosina? Are you drawing every day? This is kind of the boring part of the drawing, but it's necessary, right? Got to go through those things sometimes that are boring and still pay attention to what's going on with it. Oh, hey, Brenda. How are you? Brenda is over on Facebook Live. But yeah, if we get in a big hurry, then it just sometimes it'll show, if we do. So, Rosina, you said you don't, but would like to do it. Yeah. I don't draw every day either. I mean, most days. But the so Ramona, I'm not real sure about that. If it's more difficult to draw self portraits, I think for me it is only because um, it brings out all of your insecurities, and you want to correct things that you feel like need correcting anyway. So you could get hung up on that, right? And you could say, okay, I'm not going to draw reality. I'm going to draw what I want reality to be. And I think that could be one of the dangers with it. Trying not to do that on this, but we'll see. Um, this is the first time I've ever done a self portrait in colored pencil, I believe. I think it is. I've done caricatures of myself. I've done graphite a long, long time ago. And I don't even know where those are. I wonder if my mom has them. I don't know. But we will see. Um, well, thank you, Ramona. Appreciate it. Let's see. So, Deborah, you're asking what color is the shirt? Well, so this shirt right now that I'm drawing is a purple color, lavender color. This is Mars Violet, is what I'm using. In my reference, it's a gray long sleeve T-shirt material, but I'm not going to color it gray. But that's what it is in the reference. Okay. It'll be darker right in here, so I'll put a little more value right there. We're going to use some different colors, though. Oh, thank you, Rosina. Appreciate that. No, I'm not going to leave it this color, Deborah. So it's going to be a darker version um, of this color, but I'm going to lean it back in a slightly more blue direction, unless I change my mind again. But I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's see. You guys are probably having trouble seeing that. Let me see if we can do this. Might make it easier to see for a moment here. It is going to be a muted color, though. I don't want something real bright down here. This is when I really start appreciating Pastelmat, when I'm getting like an initial layer down on this rigid surface like this. It it can go so quick. All right. I want to look at my reference really quick. Yeah, I hope so. I think that if if I leave this more of a muted color, Deborah, then I'm hoping that the focus will be on the face then. So yeah, Brenda. She's saying I would think self caricatures would be hard to do. Yeah, for me especially because I'm not really very good at caricatures, although I've done them for birthday parties and weddings and things. But I'm really don't think I'm very good at that. I'm amazed when I can see um, caricature artists that can just create those so quickly and just do such a phenomenal job with it. It's just amazing. Rosina, you finished a Psycho self portrait. Huh? That's funny. We got some subtle wrinkles in the fabric that would be nice to, and a seam that would be nice to depict as well, somewhere in there, and a little bit of light over here as well. A little darker value right there along this edge. Yeah, very good. I didn't know you weren't over there, um, Deborah. I'm glad you're feeling better now. That's good to hear. Um, yeah, big, huge congratulations to Brenda. It's so exciting. Um, with a couple of few recognitions lately on her artwork. It's just so exciting to see that. Okay. Darker right there. Okay. Now, let me see here. Part of the trick and the difficulty with fabric is to keep some consistency in the way that you're depicting the texture. So I can't have a different texture on one side than I do on the other. But right now, I'm searching for value differences and the slightly darker value differences. And then we'll go back in there later and we will add the highlights, make it all make a little more sense when we do that. Okay. Move back over here. There we go. Okay. All right. There's a little subtle fold in the fabric right in here. Creates this little shape right there. Okay. See if I can move my camera over. How's that? It's probably a little better what we're doing here. Oh, yes. That would be nice, Brenda. I'm sure it will happen too. She's talking about others in the monthly sharpener getting their artwork recognized. Yeah, I think it will happen. There's so many fantastic artists out there, and it's exciting when that happens. Okay, let's see. Tell you what, it was so nice out here today, guys. After the workshop this evening, we went outside and ate on the picnic table. It was just beautiful, beautiful weather, even that late in the evening. It was nice. I heard an owl hooting outside for a little while, and as soon as we went out there to do our little picnic, eat dinner, um, I didn't hear him anymore. So I don't know. He probably had dinner too. I guess he was busy. I didn't see him, but heard him. He can't be that far away though. Heard him the other morning also. So it's just so neat to hear. Okay. Let's see here. I didn't use that. Let me find what I was using. Maybe it was sienna. Yeah, we're almost out of sienna. So I don't like that. I'm just started looking at that edge right there. I don't want that edge to be that clean, that defined. There we go. Oh, that's right, Ramona. Happy anniversary. Congratulations. That's so exciting. So cool. All right. That's a long time. All right. That's a little bit better. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. I think we're going to wrap it up here in a moment. I've got some videos I want to upload for the workshop before I go to bed tonight. All right. Okay. I think before I get into some other particular area or passage of this drawing, I'm going to call it quits and for tonight, and we will pick it back up tomorrow night. So for those of you that are inside the live portrait workshop, I will see you tomorrow night. So enjoyed it today, and thanks for hanging out here tonight. So everybody have a good night. We'll talk to you soon.